right, guys, let's start planting corn for 24. It's going to be a fantastic year. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's going to be a fantastic year. The wife and I were out for dinner the other night, and there were two gals. We would call them portly, handsome, sturdy, if you will. And they were yapping behind us a little bit, and so they had a funny accent, and so I turned around and I said, "You two gals from Scotland?" And they're like, "Wales." I'm like, "Oh, okay. So are you two whales from Scotland?" As the words left my mouth, that's when the ice cubes come from the wife across the table. We don't go out very much, and I don't know why, but yeah. Part of 24, planter's good to go. We just got to swap the seed disc out for our corn disc. We went back to ground drive last year, and I love it. It's simple, it works, so much less hassle and headache. We also have gone away from traditional NPK products in furrow. In fact, the last couple years I haven't ran in furrow because 10-12 years ago when the stuff came out, we could see a significant crop response. The crop response started to get less consistent. The costs got higher. So the odds of actually making a profit, not yield, but making a profit on the in-furrow products kind of went away. But I did switch to something like Amplify D from Conklin, and the John Kempf, the BioCoat Gold. I would put that BioCoat Gold profitability wise up against any traditional 624-6 plus zinc and blah 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 from your local retailer, because by going to seed treatments in the box, last year we had seed out of the ground in 8 days. Could have been just the year, but that is unbelievable germination speed. And so by going to that seed treatments for the seed there that promote germination, root growth, and things like that. But you remember Darrell from another video, he set me up some stuff, an in-furrow trial on corn and soybeans, and he's got a method to his madness. It's all about the proper pH, and feeding biology, promoting germination and early root development, and the soil to become functioning to release nutrients. So it's not just a one-hit wonder of NPK. It's there for a few weeks until the plant outgrows it or that NPK bonds to soil. This is supposed to just help throughout the season. And then BW Fusion, Myron, Sidebar, Minnesota Soil Health Coalition has a YouTube channel, and you got Russell Hendricks, Tom Cotter, and Myron Selling doing some wonderful presentations on there. Go check that out. But Myron sold me a couple acres of some in-furrow for corn to introduce me to their products. And we're going to try a few acres of their products throughout the season and see what happens. Are the products easy to use? Is the company easy to work with? And all, as a customer, how was my experience as a customer working with the customer or working with the company kind of deal? Was it a good experience? Whether there's a crop response or not, we don't know, but overall, was it a good experience? Kind of get me introduced to BW Fusion, because I do like what they're saying. Of course, we got Peterson Seed to get over here. I'll grab Skitty and get over here, and we'll get filling, and then swap our corn plates over. I run a lot of down pressure. You're gonna laugh, but I run a lot of down pressure behind the strip till because it's so fluffy and lifted up. We're not worried at all about sidewall smearing and that kind of deal. So I run a tremendous amount of down pressure so it actually breaks any little clods up. And we're also faster than last year. Last year I got too far ahead with the strip till, and that caused a lot of problems. And so this year we're like, nope, let's just get a few fields stripped, and then let's get planting, and then we'll go to the next field. That way them clods haven't dried out and turned to rock. They're still mushy, and it'll be beautiful soil behind the planter. But all right, let's get going. So I got my, we're just literally starting our first few feet, letting all the meters kind of get filled up and get going. And then we'll kind of watch these skips and doubles and see what's going on. So right now we're running just a whisker high on skips. So if I add the next one click of air pressure, now you see it drop. It was at 2%. Now it's at 0.1. That looks fantastic. And so in 17 feet, we got her dialed in pretty nice. Pretty nice, I thought. I can't strip till corners, so I bring these up and kind of strip till that way, and then when I plant, I'll kind of make it up as I go. There's the seed right there, tucked into good moist soil. Whoops, I moved him. Let's put him back. Can't afford skips and doubles. Did I already sweep this one out of the way? Whoop, right there. Yep, right there, perfect. Good spacing, good moisture. Closing wheels. So this trench is them double cast paddles, them Yetter. And the nice thing here is, whoop, there's a seed right there. You can't feel a trench. That's a good closing wheel, is when you can't find that V trench from your openers, then you know your stuff is doing a good job. I'm gonna drop them a ½ inch. Let's go to 2.5. And I like that. It's gonna make my row cleaners slightly more aggressive because they're pinned up. So it's gonna bring my row cleaner down a ½ inch. So if you hit any, you kind of see how they're sweeping some of that dry, chunky stuff off. It's gonna bring that down a little bit, and it's gonna just push me down that ½ inch more to help guarantee that we even stay in a little more moisture. We got really good moisture right now, but after last year, you know, look at that, it's dark right at the surface. So there's moisture the whole way down. By the time I get to the seeds, it's almost moist enough to be sticky, but we'll go 2.5 and check again and see what that looks like. The other thing I like about running a lot of down pressure, or what I would consider, it would be similar. I'm running the same down pressure as if I was trying to no-till, maybe even actually slightly less, but I would say fairly similar. Is that the row units? You watch your row units. So you don't need down pressure gauges and stuff telling you. You watch your row units, and if your row units are just kind of doing this across the terrain, that's fantastic. If they're jittery, get some weight on there. And so yeah, so we made a lot of headway down here. We got just a big tree there, a little bit here, a little bit here, and then these big stumps to get hauled out of here. So I'm not going to plant this headland. What we're going to do is this could be some area, so we're gonna still clean up along some of these wood lines here a little bit, and then moldboard plow this old sod down, and then reseed alfalfa up to the end of our corn. So then next year we can bring alfalfa there, and so we'll have one nice alfalfa field. But this will give us, you know, you get a nice 15 acre whatever of alfalfa here, almost 20, I don't know what it would be, but can't be too far off of 15. That'll give us one good cutting, maybe two good cuttings of alfalfa depending on the year, and that's a lot of feed. That's a lot of feed. So I struck a headland, or I turned on headlands, if you will. So I can set the planter down plenty early, and it's going to turn on, click, at that blue line every time. And so in theory, from pass to pass, I'm driving by hand, sorry. For pass to pass across that headland, it should all be within a couple feet, so you won't have one 10-12 feet out there. It should be a pretty straight line across that field. And so yeah, well, ain't that how that goes? At the other end of the field, in the last 100 feet, all of a sudden the population started dancing. It's about an acre early, or pretty much right on time. I should have checked them at the last end since I was getting close, but so we'll fold up and head back to the farmyard and refill. So we've only got a few more rounds to hit Craig's property line, and then a little corner up there. Maybe like 9 acres left of this field, and then we will head to West Rock and go from there. Really good day. Really good day. I like it. Yeah, so far it's going really good. You know, our seed bed looks good. We got good moisture. We're at a good depth. Texture's good. You can't find the V slot. Our meters are working fantastic. I mean, from row to row, our population is right where we want it. Performance from one box to the next is fantastic. We're on time for the year. It's May 17th. This is about normal for corn and beans kind of planting, to be in the heart of it. Gosh, everything is just in really good right now. It's really good right now. I'm just gonna sneak around here. What I think we might do is, if we're gonna turn that into alfalfa, then there's a ditch right here, but then there's a couple acres right there where if we take that fence line down, you might as well bring the alfalfa right up, moldboard plow this chunk down as well as her piece, and bring the alfalfa right up to the edge of the corn here. Oh boy, that would be nice. We'll figure something out. I'll go grab the air hose. Yeah, we got a little bit of dirt down here. We'll give everything a good cleaning, and then pull that air filter, pull them cab filters. Ugh, dust. I gotta get back to no-till. Well, I am no-till, the field's got a little beat up from being no-till. Then you had to till them to go back to no-till. For crying out loud. It's a vicious cycle. Nice little pop-up shower. You can see it all around us. We got sunshine right here. just enough. I don't know if it'll be enough to, well, not quite settle the dust. Maybe. We'll see. Not enough to stop us from planting. You can see it in the horizon right over there. Treasure Haven Farms is probably getting more, a lot more than I am. That wind is just howling. Holy cow. Just howling there. Just whipping. You see the water just. Let's turn and see if we can't clean our windshield off. Give us a good. This storm is wreaking havoc with my GPS as far as my lines go. But yeah, here's a nice little downpour. Holy cow. Well, that cleaned my hood off, that's for sure. I don't know. This is, you got sun right there. The sun is just right there. I didn't expect any of this today. So we're 9 acres done of finishing that 80. Not bad for an opening afternoon. But this rain isn't enough to, you know, quote unquote stop me as far as anything major. It's just the ground is too tacky. I can't plant, or I don't want to plant, so we got to move to West Rock anyhow, so I might as well take advantage of this time, get moved over there, and then tomorrow morning let's pick this up and continue. Not a drop. I got here to West Rock, not a drop. That's the back of the system that just hit us. And so I forgot to shut my fan off while it rained, so I got all that wet air. So I'm going to plant a few acres and get this thing cleaned off and get any potential wet seed from that vacuum or that air pressure blowing moisture into these boxes. So I'll just do a couple rounds, and then we got some ribeye waiting. Oh boy. Well, I think she cleaned up pretty good. Skips and doubles are getting a lot better. They were at like 18 and 20%, so you could see that it was clumping up in there. But in the half a mile, it cleaned it up. We're looking pretty okay. So I might run across this headland and come back and head back up.